Ow.
That's so violent.
G'day everyone. Welcome back for some Rogue Trader. Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. Bumfluff says exclamation mark violent. I don't know if that worked. No, I had it turned off because it froze last time. So it didn't show up. Did the sound come on? Where is it? Oh, it's not there now. But then Bumfluff says, yeah, exclamation mark violent. Burn the heretic, kill the mutant, purge the unclean was the go live. That's why I said violent. I'm assuming it is going to be a violent game. Although it's an isometric party-based RPG. So I think it's got elements of, like Baldur's Gate and XCOM mixed together. Hello, Akatsukis. Thanks for joining me. There is a cooperative mode. If anyone sees it on sale and loves this game and wants to play, make sure you hit that button. You know what it is. But we're going to play a new game. Void Shadows DLC. Lex Imperialis. Look, this is the Robocop character from the game we won't mention. Take up the mantle of a rogue trader. Really? You don't do that in the next one? The scion of an ancient dynasty of daring privateers that reign over their trade protectorate and explore the fringes of the known galaxy. Darkness looms over the bloodline of von Valancius as it faces multiple threats from within its own ranks and without, as countless enemies seek to destroy the most daring and brave agents of humanity. It is up to you to hold the reins of this shattered protectorate and forge a new path for the von Valancius dynasty. Currently finding itself in a vortex of wars, intrigues, calamities, and heresy. The stakes are high and rise even higher as you cross paths with terrifyingly powerful and ambitious adversaries in the darkness of the Coronis Expanse. Purchased. Continue. Difficulty. We're going to play unfair. Warning, the modifiers for this difficulty level gradually come into effect, reaching their intended values by the conclusion of Chapter 1. Unfair difficulty level is unfair. It requires thoughtful use of all game mechanics and extremely well optimized party. Even then, it might require numerous reloads to get through some challenges. The stats and modifiers of enemies in the game environment are heavily increased. Penalties for the player's party are unfair. This difficulty level is not recommended for players unfamiliar with the Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader system. Maybe not. And maybe not hard either. Not recommended. Not recommended? Okay, I guess I'm playing it on normal then. We'll play it through a second time and do it on unfair mode. Grim Darkness. In the Grim Darkness of the far future, there is only war. This mode is the ultimate challenge for the boldest of Lord Captains who want to truly immerse themselves in the world of Warhammer 40k. With the highest stakes possible, all decisions, victories and losses in the Grim Darkness mode are final and irreversible. You only have a single save, which is updated automatically every time you exit the game. No loading from an earlier point, no second chances, and no changing of previous decisions. If you manage to successfully overcome all obstacles and make it all the way to the epilogue, bringing glory to the Von Valancius dynasty, you'll receive the There Is Only War achievement, and a special item for all your future playthroughs as a testament to your skill and bravery. If your party or your void ship is defeated in battle, your Grim Darkness journey ends there. You'll be offered to either honorably accept your fate and delete the save, or continue the game in custom mode. However, completing this story will not grant you the There Is Only War achievement. It is possible to turn off the Grim Darkness mode at any time. Grim mode is currently only available in single player. Nah. We gotta play. I'm not gonna be able to finish this game as it is. It's gonna be really hard. So we probably shouldn't make it too difficult. If the game's too easy, we can change, I guess. Oh, I gotta choose character. I gotta start with 3 characters? Interesting. Wow, that looks cool. Look at that. Such good artwork there. Hecata. Darius. Oh, look at that guy. That's the cool guy. Warrior, operative, soldier. Should we just go with what is already... Oh, wait. We have to choose one. Darius? Darius the operative? I think that's who I'm going to go as. Because he's showing his chest. He doesn't have his jacket fully done up. What's custom character? How long is that going to take? I'm just going to play as Darius for this time through.
This could be an opportunity.
No. Yeah, that's right. Darius. Appearance. So you can change the faces and their body. And their... Oh, look at this hairstyle. Nice. Oh, it's got skulls in the top one. Nice. What was his OG? Oh, this one. Yeah, but I don't want a top knot. I hate top knots. How do I reset him?
Success is the only outcome.
Was that his hair?
Accept.
I'm not doing a top knot. Emo comb over. Messy. Messy and long. Goku-y. You can't get like bright yellow. That's the brightest it'll go. No. Ugh, no. Oh, no. This one. Okay, and then... eyebrows? Oh my goodness, who cares? Spock eyebrows? Fu Manchu? No, what is it? Mandarin eyebrows? Tattoo? Tattoo. I usually hate tattoos in games. The Imperialis symbol on the back. That sounds good. What is What is 2, 3, 4, 5? Oh, sleeve tattoos, nah. Forearm tattoo? You can't get the... Oh, isn't this chaos? That looks pretty chaosy, heretic. How about a flaming skull on the forearm? Augmentations? Oh my goodness, what? A metal forehead. Metal jaw. I'm an orc now. I mean, do you have to have augmentations in this universe? Are you you're probably definitely are severely nose. You definitely are severely hampered if you don't get augmentations. But in the augmentations in... Oh, what was that movie? I mean, what was that game? Deus Ex? I was like, I don't want to have augmentations. I want to be so good that I don't need them. Sword class frigate is a classic void ship design proven in thousands of battles, combining the decent firepower, high speed, and respectable maneuverability. Estimated dimensions 1.6 kilometers in length, 0.3 kilometers abeam at the fins, approximately. Estimated tonnage 6 megatons, approximately. Estimated number of souls 26,000. The Von Valancius flagship is the mightiest void ship belonging to the Von Valancius dynasty. Every system aboard this frigate has been tried and tested in innumerable engagements. Its weapons and turrets deliver hard-hitting volleys with pinpoint accuracy. Its plasma drives are rugged yet reliable in extreme conditions. The flagship's size and maneuverability are perfect for pursuing smaller, faster raiders and for hunting the countless pirates, xenos, and heretics in the Corona's expanse. Numerous Von Valancius rogue traders have acknowledged the exceptional performance of this vessel, and with a few minor updates, the flagship has continued to faithfully serve in the Von Valancius dynasty. Why is there only one? How come I don't get to choose? What are you golf clapping me for? I didn't do anything. We're in the Patient Fortune. Crime Lord. I didn't get to choose that. How do I choose that? Apply. Let's go, Darius. You can find previous cues from the current dialogue by scrolling up the dialogue window.
Come get some.
Come get some. So how is the sound? Is it loud enough? Because I turned it down. It's a bit quiet for me. Servitors. I know some things in Warhammer, but not a lot. Whoa, dizzy. Oh, it's me. There's a servitor recording my conversation.
An excellent place for contemplation. One has the best view of the cathedral from here.
Sounds good to me.
Mesmerizing, wouldn't you say? An impeccable manifestation of the God Emperor's sublimity.
I hate these games where they say something and then you can't read the descriptive text until after they've finished saying the next thing. The man who has approached you is gazing down into the depths of the vast temple on one of the lower decks. Truly awe-inspiring. Frankly, such excess can be tiring at times. All this ostentatious luxury, this laughable pretense, it is enough to make one think that the architects meant to compensate rather than glorify. Have we met? Do you have a particular reason for disturbing me? Which one am I going to do? Oh crap, my portrait picture has got a top knot. Do we want to be haughty, asshole? Or do we want to laugh at the ostentatious nature of everything? Or do we just want to be like, yeah, well, it is awesome. Like this one's dismissive. Such excess can be tiring. Or dismissive of him. Have we met? Or, do you have a particular reason for disturbing me? All this in awe? Truly awe-inspiring sight.
That is the purpose of all temples to the God Emperor, to inspire awe and reverence. For it is the duty of his servants to persevere in their tireless service until they are presented with the chance to give their very life for the master of humanity.
He sighs and turns to you. After he nodded in satisfaction as if your words have confirmed the same thought he had. Who's he? Konrad Voitvir.
Allow me to introduce myself. Konrad Voitvir, Master of Whispers, in the employ of Her Ladyship Rogue Trader Theodora von Valencias. At your service. I haven't had the pleasure of speaking with you in person before.
Voitvir bows his head and focuses his attention on you. Darius Stubbs. My name is rather well known in certain circles in the Calixus sector. Stubbs.
My regards. Naturally, the infamy of your achievements in the shadows of an entire sector is not unknown to me. Your enterprising spirit and, if you excuse my bluntness, refusal to die are qualities worth saluting. It is as if you were carried here on the wings of destiny itself.
Voitvir smiles faintly, but you're not sure it is directed at you.
I will be frank with you.
Oh, don't
You
be
may
frank, be
forget your
Conrad.
past titles, no matter who gave them to you, or what their origins are. From the moment you and the other candidate were brought aboard this
The other
voyage ship,
candidate.
your fate changed. You now serve Lord Captain Theodora von Valencias, and carry the burden of an heir of this house. Henceforth, you share your dynastic name with Her Ladyship. Bear it with honor.
Oh, so I'm a von Valencias now. Good one, dad joke, thank you. Lord Captain, a strange title for the Lady Theodora. Why am I aboard this vessel? Why have I been brought here? You have a curious title, Master of Whispers. What are your responsibilities? Tell me about the one whose ship I have found myself. Tell me about the one on whose ship I have found myself. You say I am one of the Rogue Trader's heirs, so there is another candidate? Yeah, I'm doing that one.
There is. And you will meet him soon enough.
And you'll meet him soon enough. What are your responsibilities?
To put it plainly, I am the head of the network of spies and informers who serve the interests of House von Valencias. I uncover weak links both among Lady Theodora's retinue and in the ranks of her rivals. I eliminate our vulnerabilities and exploit those of others.
Lord Captain, strange title for the Lady Theodora.
Such are the traditions of the Imperium. Lord Captain is the title that was established in the annals of the Lex Imperialis at the time when the first rogue traders entered the God Emperor's service. And therefore, it is sacrosanct.
Why am I aboard this vessel?
So that you may fulfill your blood duty.
What blood duty?
Whatever obligations you had before, they are henceforth null and void. By order of the Lord Captain, you have been requisitioned to serve the rogue trader, indeed blessed by the God Emperor. Your former position may have been different from conventional service as part of one of the institutions of the Imperium. But from now on, a different fate awaits you. One chosen for you by the Lord Captain. I advise you to come to terms with this reality as quickly as possible.
Tell me about the one on whose ship I found myself.
I would rather not discuss the Lord Captain behind her back. Especially not on board her ship. No one knows better than I that whispers are wont to attract particularly close attention. Suffice it to say that her ladyship is the bearer of the sacred warrant of trade and a woman of immense power and entitlement. However privileged your position may be, I ask...
What the There's so much... Warrant of trade. A sacred relic document that... There's so much reading in this game. That affirms the preeminent rights of a rogue trader throughout the galaxy. The warrant grants not... Hang on a sec, von Voigton, to whatever your name was. I gotta read the encyclopedia first. Travel beyond the Imperium's borders, but licensed to deal with pirates, mutants, or Xenos if needed. Rogue traders use the warrant of trade to conquer or colonize newly discovered planets, to gain exclusive trade rights with newly discovered cultures, and to explore the galaxy beyond the Imperium's frontiers.
That you do not incur her anger by being disrespectful or obtuse. Lady Theodora despises both qualities.
Head exploded here. I assume you had some goal in mind when you decided to seek me out. Let us address it.
But of course, I have come to invite you to a meeting with Lady Theodora. I imagine you have many questions for your patroness, and I'm sure she has just as many questions for you. It is regrettable that you haven't yet had an opportunity to speak. It has been an arduous voyage thus far. The Lord Captain and Master Edelthrad von Valencius are conversing on the observation platform. Let us join them there.
Master Edelthrad von Valencius, is he my rival?
Keep your wits about you.
Rogue trader Theodora von Valencius decides to... Fuck off. To meet with you personally, recently brought aboard her flagship. A storm is brewing over the dynasty, so the Lord Captain has something important to share with her heir, if she ever gets the chance. Thank you. Kunrad Voitvir, the Master of Whispers serving on von Valencius dynasty, has graciously offered to escort the dynasty heir to the Lord Captain Theodora. Got it. Move the camera using WASD or by using the arrow keys. Rotate the camera using Q and E. Oh, okay. But I have to click to move. I can't even hold it to move? Great. Some objects in the MP interact in a special way they are marked. I don't think I need to read any of that. Oh, tab highlights the objects? Okay. Crew officer. And engineer. Showed the data on the void screen. What does this mean? Vid screen, sorry. The sacred mechanism has been interfered with without due reverence. The duration of the data processing cycle has tripled. Lay people interfering with the operation of the sacred mechanism disturbs unseen spirits. In the name of the ominous hour, I find from... Oh, this is the person talking to me. Oops. Sorry. What's this? Incomprehensible information is displayed on a large screen above the cogitators. You can make out references to unfamiliar systems and words amongst numbers. Okay, cool. Technomat. Mercenary Steward, Technomat, Dark Enforcer, Worker. Don't want to be a worker in this society. Noble Guest, who looks like she's praying, so I'm about to disturb her. A candlelit altar with a copy of the 2348th volume of the Lex Imperialis. The Codex of the Sacred Laws of the Imperium. Noble Guest. Lucky it's so linear
Rise
because...
to the top, or get left in the dust.
I think that was my character. Lucky it's so linear because otherwise I'd be lost. Konrad Voidveer. No, just go through the door. Okay. He's got an augmented.
One of the Von Valencia's trophy rooms.
Wow.
Perhaps you would like to take a look around after your audience with the Lord Captain.
Oh, so not before. They've got a siege tank. Now, what's the name of the tanks in Warhammer?
What's happening?
Uh-oh. Oh dear, the servants have gone nuts.
Run! The servitors have gone berserk!
I'm dead. Oh cool, there's only one left.
Challenges make the spoils that much sweeter.
You've been ambushed. The battle begins. To survive in the grim darkness of the far future, you'll have to face enemies of all kinds and fight for your life. These hints and tutorials will familiarize you. Okay, thanks. Oh. Darius, shoot! Shoot and don't let it get close. Okay. You've been ambushed. The battle begins. Phew. 0. Nice work, crew officer. Oh! He came up to you and said, oh, okay, he killed both of them. Nice. Joint analysis. All battles in the game are turn-based and take place on the grid. On their turn, a character can move, attack, and use their abilities. Select a cell within the highlighted area and double-click to move the character there. Movement points determine how far the character can move. At the beginning of each turn, blah, blah. Am I ranged? I do have a pistol, okay. I'm not doing that. I think the other dude already did that.
I'm ready for whatever comes.
If I move, can I still shoot? Okay, good. I don't know what you're talking about. Just leave me alone.
Who if not?
Oh, yeah, look at me. I did 12 damage. Look at that. Crew officer that's dead. When you're ready to end your turn, press space. Oh, nice. He did 1 damage. What a champ. And he missed. Oh, the next screw officer is dead. Oh, great. Konrad Voidveer is analyzing the enemy. Nice. He's analyzing the enemy. Should I stay where I am or move away?
It's as good as done.
Let me shoot him again. No. Okay, and good. He missed again. Nice. You're dead, dude. Oh, he analyzed him again. What, does that give him a debuff every turn or something? Characters with melee weapons can make an attack of opportunity if an opponent is in the adjacent cell initiates movement. It can also be triggered by some abilities. Yeah, okay, so I shouldn't have landed myself there because now I'm like, is this a disadvantaged shot? Analyze. At the start of combat, the Crime Lord gains 3 stacks of Surefire Plan. Activation of this ability consumes 1 stack and makes the next action stronger. Okay.
On it. You never stood a chance.
Dead. Yeah, we sacrificed. I can't scarcely believe it.
Suspiciously poor timing for such an accident. Servitors malfunction on the officer's deck at exactly the same moment when the rogue trader and her heirs are gathered here. I have blocked all passages between the upper and lower sectors of the residential decks. If this is a deliberate attack, it should stop the culprits from advancing their plan.
Thank you. Talk to Theodora von Valencius. Spread out. No one is allowed to enter the premises.
I'm afraid
Stations.
I must remain here. For Lady Theodora's safety, I have to oversee the execution of these orders personally. I hope you will have no difficulty reaching
night,
the
Bumfuck.
observation
Thank you very much for
platform on
joining
your
us.
own. It is just at the end of this corridor.
The Master of Whispers gives you a curt bow. And my character is walking without my orders. Oh, okay. Because it's moving out of dialogue. You can open the map using M. Use it to orient yourself. Okay, thank you.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Oh, you can actually turn that off. Tarantula sentry gun constructed with the blessing of Adeptus Mechanicus using the standard template construct in the manufactorums of Kiava Gamma. The wires in the servitor's head are still smouldering. It would seem the cause of this malfunction was the short-circuiting of the motive force. The Force. Lehman Roos battle tank. Reclaimed and restored by the grace of the God Emperor, the first to breach the capital walls during the pacification of Vortes Cheton. Cheton? A violet alloy which upon closer inspection turns out to be a handcrafted object. Symbols carved with a primitive tool are invisible on the surface. A black shard resembling obsidian. If you look closely, you can discern a strange, barely perceptible glow inside the artifact. Oh my goodness, I read that one before it disappeared. A massive golden amalgam interspersed with sparkling particles. What are they doing? Looting their corpses? Because I'm pretty sure they're dead. The stone on the pedestal is no doubt solid, but its surface shimmers and changes hue, as if someone has captured a piece of turbulent sea within the rock.
I always have a backup plan.
I can get them to shut up too, you know. The crew member is hard at work, bowing his head in fear and avoiding even looking at you. Nice. So it was main menu theme. It was where? Audio, language? Sound? Chubby Kim, g'day, how are you? Frequency of voice responses, occasionally. Let's put it on occasionally, because I don't want it to constantly talk to me. This exhibit is unfinished. Another symbol of House von Valancius's valor will be displayed here at some point in the future. Wow, spoilers. A strange object that resembles sea coral. The porous surface is pitted, a sign that has been in underwater. A grey-green crystal with a white veins. A low hum can be heard coming from the artifact. That sounds like... What do the Skaven like? The crystal? What is the crystal that the Skaven love to collect? So there's a door down here. Can I go out this door? I'm assuming no. Your lordship, do not worry. All threats have been eliminated. It is absolutely safe here. Well done.
I always keep my options open.
Oh my goodness. No, I never put my eggs in one basket. If I see you raise your head again... Well, crew member is hard at work, bowing his head in fear of even looking at you. Wow, dude, just calm down. He's doing his job. A grand void ship. The grand void ship temple occupies the space below the officer's deck. It is lit by countless candles and lumens. That sounds like a waste of oxygen. Bum Fluff has gone to sleep. Oh, servitor. As you approach, something in the servitor's body begins to hum, as if in response to your presence. After a couple of seconds, the noise subsides. He wants to explode me, but he's too scared. Because I just destroyed his friend, although I had 3 human shields to do that. Glory to the Omnisire. Well, I don't know, mate. You're fiddling with servitors, and servitors just attacked me, so...
That is simply irrational, Lady Theodora. Assimilation into the trade structure would be political and economic suicide. Practically an admission of heresy.
Assimilation in the trade structure. His face, half of which is covered by synth skin, is twisted in a grimace of displeasure and disbelief.
Then suggest an alternative that will satisfy me. I have described the situation. No worse than my seneschal could have done. Make a decision. What will you do with Ion 6, Edelthrad?
The tall, grey-haired woman pins him with her gaze, her cybernetic eye flashing crimson. Listen in silence.
While you are considering your answer, Edelthrad, I wish to speak with someone else. Perhaps I shall hear something more interesting than incoherent mumbling.
Uh-oh.
Approach.
That is a lot of pressure to put on me.
What is this? Is this someone from your retinue, Theodora? Do you permit your people to interrupt your conversations in such a fashion?
I give that permission to those with something of substance to say. Let us see if it was worth it. This is the second candidate for the title of my successor. Step forward.
A rogue trader is a subject of the Imperium with a unique hereditary title. A rogue trader is tasked with exploring and exploiting the still uncharted regions of the galaxy for the benefit of mankind. Rogue traders are hereditary nobles, the bearers of a sacred warrant of trade that empowers them to roam those worlds of the galaxy that lie beyond the Imperium's control or knowledge. They are free to decide how to react to alien cultures, ancient technologies, new planets, or worlds harboring long-forgotten human civilizations, and are first and foremost masters of their own fates. Geo0018, hello. Thanks for joining. Hang on while I just interact with Intimidating Reprimand VP04. We're playing some... what are we called? Rogue Trader? Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader. She's predatory.
Consider this hypothetical situation.
Oh my goodness.
Ion 6. A new world on the fringes of the Coronis expanse. High seismic activity, regular magma eruptions, metamorphic rock deposits, prospects for large-scale mining. The world is populated by natives who worship some heretical underworld spirits that protect those who offer them sacrifices. Flights of fancy, you might say.
Yeah, sure.
But attempts to install ore extractors have failed for the second time. The mining crews sent to the planet's surface simply vanished overnight. My question to you is, what would you do with this poisoned treasure?
Your character's skills reflect their knowledge and capabilities. Some dialogues automatically initiate passive skill tests. If such a test succeeds, new information will be revealed, or a hidden dialogue option will unlock. If your character is traveling with allies, the party member with the highest score in the applicable skill is selected for each given passive skill test. Here's our choices. Oh my goodness. Lord Xenos succeeded. Those spirits could well be the natives' name for dangerous aliens. I would first verify if that is indeed the case and if the population of Ion 6 engages in Xeno worship. Well, not necessarily aliens, but the warp. What are they called? What do they call the creatures of the warp in this one? Like Korn and Slanesh. I can't remember what they're called. Can anyone remember what they're called? The Lords? They're not called gods, are they? There are ways to confirm whether what is happening on Ion 6... This is Lore Warp. There are ways to confirm whether what is happening on Ion 6 is witchcraft or not. It might cost several psychers to do so, but it will give us the answer. If my particular life experiences are any indication, some of the natives would eagerly betray their chieftains in exchange for a quiet life serving aboard my ship. I would then leave dealing with Ion 6 to those... That's a shit response. Oops, sorry. These reports of spirits certainly sound like evidence of heresy. However, I would put my interests first. No matter what means I would have to use, the riches of Ion 6 would be mine. Ion 6 must be purged. For the good of the Imperium, I shall exterminate the heretical beliefs and otherworldly powers that rule the native apostates. I do not know. Yeah, okay, sure. I think we're doing this one.
reasonable and prudent. However, chasing after ethereal creatures may prove a rather long and fruitless endeavor.
Oh, damn.
Apart from Xenos, an untrodden planet might be teeming with myriad horrors that are far more dangerous and difficult to eradicate. I suspect that you are simply unaware of their existence.
Wow, nice. I gave a straight answer to a simple question, which, as I understand, was still more than you could do. We are both servants of the God Emperor and Lady Theodora. Does it become any one of our status to engage in petty feuds? I find your tone most disagreeable, Edelthrad. That's what one of the managers told me once. You will kindly alter the manner in which you address me, or else you will live to regret the consequences. Shut your mouth, Edelthrad, before I decide to shut it for you.
Well, I find your company disagreeable, and yet I'm forced to endure such.
Edelthrad, I believe I gave you an assignment on this ship. Explain to me then why my senior congregator is still dawdling about the officer's deck, instead of proceeding to the middle decks to commence the inspection of the compartments in his purview.
I beg your forgiveness, Lady Theodora. Your presence has such a profound effect on me that I well forgot the time.
Good, get lost.
So, why are you here?
Then she turns to you. Was it not you who sent for me? There are questions that I wish to have answered. I do not know just yet. I hope you will clarify that.
You have ceded the opening that was offered to you in a woeful display of meekness. Admittedly, this tendency is equally strong in all who toil in the Emperor's service. Immutable hierarchy, absolute obedience, lickspittlery, compulsion to please.
Wow.
I value none of these things. From the moment my envoys came for you, the terms of your existence changed. My name is Theodora von Valancius Massimo of Scaris. I am a rogue trader in the service of the God Emperor of humanity. And my rights and freedoms are vindicated by a most sacred relic. The warrant of trade, kept aboard this very vessel. Mine is the honor to venture into the darkness, beyond the Imperium, and carry humanity's light where powers wicked and heretical reign, and bow death and ruin to us all. It is my decision alone to determine the fate of whatever I find past the bounds of the explored void. Every world I discover, along with all there is to find thereon, resources, people, riches, and mysteries, is mine by right. I command millions of lives, rule over numerous planets, and possess fortunes that no planetary governor or commander could dream of amassing. And you are one of those with von Valancius blood in their veins and a rightful claim to this inheritance when the hour comes.
One of? Does this mean there are other heirs?
Naturally. Some have yet to arrive on board, but you have had the pleasure of meeting one of them. Edelthrad may be somewhat disconcerted by the scale of the responsibilities that may potentially fall upon his shoulders. However, I have a good feeling about him as a candidate.
Right.
Blood right alone is not enough to earn the high honor of becoming the bearer of a warrant of trade. Nonetheless, your abilities and talents may yet prove useful. If not for the role of Lord Captain, then for that of their closest ally. Alas, even those responsibilities can at times be too challenging for those who share your blood. Kunrad Voitvir served me for many years before he made his mistake.
Wow, what was his mistake? Do we want to talk about Voidfear or Edelthrad? If you are satisfied with Edelthrad, then what sense is there in having this conversation? Why are you wasting your time on me? I want to know about this guy, though.
His kinship to me is most distant, as is yours. Nonetheless, he does bear the name von Valancius, even if he avoids using it publicly, and as such, strictly speaking, can be considered my heir. That door, however, is closed to him. Voigtvir's performance in his current role is satisfactory. Or it used to be, at least.
What did he do?
Impatience. I am rather fond of impatient people. They are not as quick to resign themselves to circumstance and more eager to show initiative. Even if I do choose Edelthrad as my successor, I will still require loyal advisors. The skills and knowledge you acquired in your former life may prove invaluable here, in the Coronis Expanse. One could not in good faith describe your background as one of exemplary service to the Imperium. However, I am intrigued by you and your past. To have survived and prospered between the letters of the law is a rare achievement among those in our circle. You are skilled in the art of taking risks and cutting corners.
That doesn't sound like me.
Trust me when I say that you will have sufficient opportunity to apply this talent for the good of the house. Moreover, your remarkable mental abilities were noted in your profile. If you can find a way to exhibit them in the service of the von Valancius dynasty, well, so much the better.
Do I want to ask questions? I am ready.
Oh, yes. You would be, wouldn't you? The question is, am I ready to choose you over the rest? You came aboard hours before the warp jump, and have not yet distinguished yourself in any way. As things currently stand, I have doubts that you are suitable for the role of rogue trader.
Thank you for clarifying.
I have some time before the navigator gives the signal to initiate the void ship's translation out of the warp, and my presence is required on the bridge.
Navigator, a sanctioned noble mutant whose genes allow them to safely guide a warp-capable void ship through the warp. All navigators have a third eye on their foreheads, which enables them to guide void ships through the warp. Without the navigators, there simply would not be an Imperium of Man, for traveling between all but the very closest star systems would be too onerous and dangerous. I knew that one. Warp? An alternate dimension of pure energy. Oh yeah, they are the Chaos Gods. There you go. I was remembering poorly. And madness, existing as a mirror to real space, also known as the Immaterium, the Empyrean, the Ether, and the Sea of Souls, or warp space. It is the source of all psychic powers and home dimension of the powerful entities known as the Chaos Gods and their respective demons. The warp also functions as the medium for faster-than-light interstellar travel for humanity, and is rumored by many species to be the final place of the spirits of the final place of the spirits of the dead. Sure. Navigator, translation. What are these things you speak of?
Sometimes I forget that people without direct access to a ship's bridge may not know the first thing about how a void ship travels between the stars. Vessels such as this one are capable of leaving real space and traversing into the warp, an otherworldly dimension of cruel and unthinkable forces. By entering it under the protection of the Gellerfield, we shorten the route to our destination, crossing distances that would require hundreds of years in a matter of weeks instead, sometimes in days or even hours. That is how humanity spread across the galaxy. That is how we were able to build the Imperium, which spans millions of stars.
An incident took place on the officer's deck. Some servitors went berserk and attacked the crew.
Is that so? Perhaps the technomats were careless during maintenance. Or it could be the warp playing tricks on us in spite of the Gellerfield. Or perhaps there is something to all the stories about the ship being possessed after all.
Nonchalantly. Nice.
Lady Theodora, for the God Emperor's sake, surely you do not intend to start repeating idle rumors spread about by uneducated riffraff.
Now, enough, Abelard. Such hearsay amuses me. Idira eagerly retells me everything she learns from the whispers of her unseen advisors. This ship is ancient. It has enough hidden nooks, malfunctioning cogitators, and unused compartments to make ignorant folks speak of specters dwelling inside the bulkheads and plotting against those who yet live.
Cogitator, any type of digital computer in the Imperium of Man. Okay, that was a short one. What are my current responsibilities? Surely there are ways I can prove myself a worthy heir.
You can start by not asking questions of this sort. I have no need for sycophants. I will draw my conclusions when an opportunity to prove yourself arises. As for when you will be granted that opportunity, only the God Emperor knows.
What are my current responsibilities?
Observe, learn, absorb. It will take time for you to find your bearings aboard this vessel and in your new position. Eventually, I will find a post that suits you as I did for Edelthrad. Until that time comes, consider yourself my aide.
Nice.
The Rykad system, the domain of rogue trader Winterscale, one of my peers, and rivals. Besides me, 2 other rogue traders exist in the Coronis Expanse, and each of them possesses resources comparable to mine. Perhaps you will one day assist House von Valancius in surpassing both of them in affluence and splendor. I set the course for Rykad on the demand that... for a very specific reason. Perhaps I shall yet apprise you of the purpose for this voyage, but now is not the time.
Okay.
In that case, I shall head to... Disturbances reported on the adjacent decks. Seneschal, if the need arises, protect the new blood. It is possible that the chance to prove your worth may present itself sooner than you may have anticipated.
Okie dokie, let's do it. I am brilliant at this. That is a lot of enemies. And how many turns do they get?
Your arrogance will be your downfall.
You've been ambushed. The battle begins. All combatants act in turns and their order is determined by an initiative roll. The order of turns is displayed on the left side of the screen and from the bottom to the top. The character at the very bottom goes first and then one above them and so on. Okay, Theodora is first. And I don't know why I can't move my camera anymore. Okay.
I can handle this.
Maybe because it's not my turn.
No mercy.
Follow my lead.
She just killed 3 of them.
Break them morale! Death to the heretic!
And he just incinerated another 2. Okay.
I serve the ruinous powers!
Oh, do you?
I've suffered worse.
Why are they shot at me? Use cover to avoid enemy attacks. Cover that a character can hide behind a mark with a shield or a shield with a skull. When sitting close to them, yeah, we already know that. I still can't move my camera. What happened? I was able to do it with WASD before. I want to do that. Wait, can I shoot first then move? I don't think so. Now shoot. Yes, I killed 1. Your character's landed a critical hit. Nice. Got it. Okay, can I shoot again? Stub revolver. Is that why my name is Stub? Reload. No, I've got 5 bullets left by the look of it. I'm not. Oh, crap. I'm not covered. I just killed the person who I was covered with. I should have shot this one up here. Oh well, how do I end my turn? I did something to my keyboard, now it's not letting me do stuff.
I am your doom.
Oh, okay, they shot at that dude.
To non-believers!
Such is the will of chaos.
Miss.
That's gonna hurt.
My place is at the fore.
Just killed another two.
One fewer target.
And he just sliced that guy open.
Reduced to dust.
Okay, nice.
Follow my lead.
So I'm gonna do... I killed one person. Oh, they dodged, okay. Alright, I get to shoot someone. How do I move my camera? Can I hit him? Oh, let's go to this spot here. And then shoot. I got it, thank you. Holy cow, you have to select it. Can I press 1? Okay, I can press 1. I shot him! I got him! Oh, thanks for arriving in time,
Mort,
guys.
take a team with you and clear a path to the transport line. Do not let a single whoreson survive. Didn't bat an eye when that scum burst onto the deck, huh? Not bad. I have seen many an officer who panicked at the sight of combat on the upper decks. The false sense of security offered by their position makes them that much more vulnerable to the harsh realities of warp travel.
Yeah, we already read that. She looks at the Vox, a piece of technology used to communicate over short distances or to record sound. In her hand, all you can hear is lifeless static. What are your orders?
Mort has gone on ahead to clear a path for us. If you want to make yourself useful, go after him and see if the Arch-Militant requires aid. And be quick about it.
Oh, where'd he go? Okay, this is annoying me now. Why is my... What happened to my keyboard? I can't save or press any buttons. Oh my goodness. I better not have to do all that again. Oh wait, I can probably save here. Optimize party format. Whoa! Whoa! Who's shooting there? Oh, I can move the camera by the window. Yeah, but I want to see what happened to my keyboard. Well, let's just save the game and see if we can restart. Game saved. Accepted. Give me 1 second, guys. How long have we got left on the stream? Oh crap, I'm already finished. I'm already in overtime. There's so much talking. Is my keyboard... No, my keyboard is just having a bad day. Hang on a sec. work? Yep, that worked. Just pull it out and shove it back in. Sorry about the ad there. Alright, let's see how we go now. For the first several rounds after receiving an injury, a character will only have a fresh injury. Fresh injuries can be instantly healed with a med kit. If left untreated, a fresh injury turns into an old injury. Old injuries require a successful Medicare test to be healed. Oh, it doesn't. Okay, cool.
I always keep my options open.
Oh, be quiet. Okay, she said go follow the dude. How do I do that? How do I know where the dude went? Journal. The officer's deck is under attack by an unknown enemy, so Arch-Militant Mort has left to clear the way to the lift leading to the upper decks. The officer has not yet returned, so it's time to find out the cause of the delay. Oh, dude, he only just left. By the right of blood. I have to go to the officer's deck. This map is useless. How do I know where the officer's deck is? Oh, shivers. What is that? Can I go out this door? Is that where he went? Nope. It'd be nice if I knew my way around a ship.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
I might have to turn that on to never speak. I mean, I guess this is why you would work hard and do what the deck enforcers tell you to do, because they're the ones that are going to look after you if the shooting breaks out. Hold on, Master. Just stay with us. She'll cast a sour back. Oh, can I go up here? No. Mort. This is who I want. And I'm just wandering down the hallway of an active battle situation. Nice. Oh. Someone just came up his rear.
Thank Providence you are alive and well.
Oh, he's lets out a sigh of relief on seeing me.
Always on time, eh, Coonrad? The moment we finish chasing the riffraff around the deck, you show up. Always just after the fighting's done. You could set your chrono by it.
Mort, pull yourself together.
Conrad pointedly looks away from the Arch-Militant to you.
What, did the Lord Captain send you to chivvy us along? We're all done here. I'll report right away.
Mort pulls his Vox from his belt and hurriedly reports on the situation. Ah, shit, she said something.
Master of Whispers, what is happening on my ship? The Voxnet is silent. The Vox Master is not responding. Armed assailants have stormed the officer's deck, and my arch-militant just destroyed several more heretics on the way here. Is this a severe case of warp madness? Have some of my crew lost their minds and forgotten who they are and whom they serve? Report!
I have not yet received word from the Engineerium regarding any Gellerfield failures, but communications were already unstable half an hour ago, and now they have ceased altogether. Whatever the cause may be, the consequences are spreading fast. I am receiving scattered reports from the middle decks, and the only Voxcasts from the lower bays are one-way heretical gibberish. That the madmen have already reached the officer's deck suggests that this outrage was planned in advance. Perhaps this is an organized mutiny.
First, we have to confirm that the bridge and the navigator's sanctum are secure. And I have the means to do both things at once.
Her expression changes as her eyes flash ominously.
Edelthrad, where is he? I must know if he is unharmed. A psyker aboard a ship that is potentially being assailed by the warp could pose a greater threat to himself and others than a whole army of madmen with improvised weapons.
Oh, shivers. Edelthrad is a psyker?
I tried to locate him, but the last thing known about his movements is that he arrived on Transitional Deck 18.
Don't send me there.
Blast it! Master of Whispers, find Edelthrad immediately. Seneschal, locate Tlas and the Sister of Battle. Both are to remain at my side. Arch-militant, with me. I must go to my study. And it appears we might encounter heretics along the way.
Darius, thoughtfully. Theodora glances at you thoughtfully.
If I may, Lord Captain. Transitional Deck 18 is at the heart of the disturbance, and if our goal is to bring Edelthrad back, I could use some support. After all, I'm not as adept at directly confronting enemies of the House as the esteemed Arch-militant, and taking into consideration Edelthrad's psyker powers.
He didn't finish.
Then it's settled. Find Edelthrad and bring him here. In whatever state you find him. This elevator leads to restricted compartments such as my personal chambers and the bridge. Do not let me down. I require you both. Do you understand?
In whatever state you find him. I hear and obey? Or in whatever state? What does that mean?
We are in the warp. Considering the attack, there could be a disruption in the Geller field and the infiltration of malevolent forces onto the decks. Psychers can react to such things in the most unpredictable ways.
Enough! Master of Whispers, you must not allow my heir to turn into a mindless mutant and to perish under Enforcer fire. Do whatever it takes to bring Edelthrad back to me. Then move out! Mort, come.
See you, Mort. Holy cow, yep. Walk away. Oh, he's not going to talk to me too? I totally thought he was going to...
Are you ready to head to 18? It is a long walk, and you do not even have proper gear.
I shall make do.
Of course you will. Lady Theodora would never have someone she couldn't rely on as one of her heirs. But that is no longer relevant.
Uh-oh, something hits you hard with a sharp crackle, and you are consumed by unbearable, gut-wrenching pain. Bastard. I promised you a special destiny, Darius. It is time to fulfill it. Stab me in the back. Ow. No need for that.
Careful, careful. Be gentle with our guest. He has an important mission to complete during our visit to the Warrant Chamber. And for that, I need him breathing. Oh, you are back with us, I see. Delightful.
Void V, you two-faced scum. You're the one behind this mayhem.
How perceptive of you. I'll help you with the next insight. I need you here for your blood. You have the option to share it voluntarily, or I will squeeze it out of you myself. We are in the anteroom of the Warrant Chamber. This void ship's most hallowed vault. There, beyond those gates, lies the relic that gives Theodora
all of her power, the sacred warrant of trade. Only one obstacle remains on my path to obtaining it. The gates to the chamber are guarded by the Sentinel, an ancient device that will only open the door to a true heir of the dynasty. I expected to do this part myself, but never mind. You will offer your blood to the Sentinel.
What is it, inbred? Is your blood too thin for the Sentinel?
On the contrary, the Warp's blessing has raised me too much above your kind, Fon Valencius. The Sentinel refused to submit to me. But you can help. After all, isn't that what family is for?
What sorry, pathetic excuse do you even have for your apostasy, you sordid, wretched piece of grox shit?
Wretched? What do you know about wretchedness, Theodorus Kerr? Are you hoping to buy a grain of her indulgence with your blind loyalty? Oh, I know this delusion. But thank the gods it no longer has power over me. Humanity can rot. I no longer serve mortal kind.
Oh, you're an idiot.
Once my work is done, I'll make that pompous wench Fon Valencius watch as I sacrifice her entire dynasty and commit their fate to the gods. And you will be the instrument by which I will accomplish this righteous act.
Ow. The blade flashes in the dim light, and drops of blood appear on your palm. For a brief moment you feel nauseous, your head is spinning, and then quiet whispers begin to flood your mind. More and more sourceless voices echo each other, drowning out your own thoughts, replacing them with a singular urge. Go to the gate. Go to the gate. Go to the gate. Fight the voices in your head. Get out! I am not your puppet. The voices in your head giggle and mock your desperate outcry. You feel this intruding influence forcing you to your feet and making you take a step towards the gates looming in the center of the chamber. You were wounded by the corrupted weapon which led to a warp entity invading your mind. Where's the encyclopedia? I did not choose that. I can't fight it. In the gateway arch you see a cogitator with a human likeness built into the front panel. As you approach, the torso twitches slightly. This is a servitor, an obedient automaton created from a lobotomized human being. The sentinel turns its head to you, one of its eye sockets lighting up with two ember-like irises. Servitors are mindless cybernetic drones created from a fusion of human flesh and robotic technology used to carry out simple manual tasks. Tech use 100%. Examine the device. Look back. Look for anything that could be used as a weapon. Fail. You look around in hopes of finding at least something that could work as a weapon. Your search is in vain. The chamber anteroom is completely empty and in perfect working condition. Nary a broken panel or a protruding piece of rebar in sight. Look back.
Did you forget something? I suggest you hurry.
You carefully inspect the design of the gate cogitator. What immediately catches your eye is the strange alloy that was used as material for the machine's components, some of which are unfamiliar to you. You suspect this might be some kind of archaeotech relic. I gained 5 experience. The servitor on the gate begins to move. With the screeching and groaning of metal, it leans forward, closer to you. Its lower jaw opens with a drawn-out shriek, much wider than the jaw of a living human could. The servitor's mouth is filled with sharp metallic fangs that glint in the dim light. The vid screen to the right of you lights up, showing strings of mysterious symbols on a green background. A whisper runs through your consciousness, insisting, demanding sacrifice. Wait, we already read that. The voices that filled your head after Voitvir wounded you with his blade did not go away. On the contrary, their source coiled itself into a tight knot somewhere in the depths of your mind. Great. The servitor looks noticeably different from the ones you're used to. Its skin covering it's stitched together with copper thread. Its skin covering is stitched together with copper thread, and it has metal hinges in place of the standard joints. It seems that the creators of the Sentinel did everything to ensure that the service life of this unit would be much longer than that of the ordinary automatons. The Sentinel's jaw clamps around your hand, puncturing your skin and sinking into your flesh. A few dark drops fall into the servitor's throat, and immediately you hear humming as the servo motors start up and the pumps stir into motion. The vid screen of the cogitator flickers. Several long minutes pass. The Sentinel's jaws remain closed, and you are beginning to feel sick. Perhaps if you were to lean against the gate, you could catch your breath. Maybe even close your eyes and pretend none of this ever happened.
High levels of caustic humus. The subject is in a state of heightened stress. Do you require assistance?
You do not understand where this quiet voice is coming from, crackling like static. Is it the Sentinel, the cogitator? Is it a figment of your weary mind? Whichever it is, you can clearly hear every word. Yes, I need assistance. Pain shoots through your head and subsides just as quickly. It would seem the entity coiled in your consciousness does not have the ability to do you any real harm.
Request accepted. Initiating defense protocol.
Oh yeah.
There is still another way.
Don't open the door now. He's still here. He's invisible. The enormous gates match the importance of the thing they protect. The massive doors are made of heavy metal and look impregnable. Valancius. Let it be known that by my will and the true words of this document, I appoint this person to be the bearer of the warrant of trade, to be the paragon of humanity unbroken by adversity, to walk bravely first into darkness, to unite and reclaim what was lost, to triumph over the nightmares untold, to hold boldly to the reins of fate, to walk steadily the roads of thought. My goodness, they either need to voice that or make it slower.
Escort the child of the house to safety.
Servo skull's creaking gradually turns into comprehensible words. What madness is happening here? Who are you? Who addresses me? I need to contact someone, preferably Theodora.
Voxcast frequencies disrupted. Initiating setup. Establishing connection.
Voxmaster, restore communication with the navigator's sanctum. I am trying to contact the bridge. If anyone can hear me on this frequency, regroup all available forces and head to the upper decks at once. I repeat, regroup all available forces and head...
Communication protocols breached. Signal latency assessment unavailable. Unable to establish two-way connection.
I need a weapon. I'm utterly defenseless.
Distance from the current location to the nearest arsenal. Initiating situational calculations.
The servo skull goes silent and its relays clicking. Second after second passes and you realize that the servo skull will not answer you. What madness is happening here? Who are you? Who addresses me?
Temporary obnubilation following acute stress. Mobile unit of the Warren Sentinel standing by.
The sacred relic document that affirms the preeminent rights of a rogue trader throughout the galaxy. I think we read that already. Are you the Warren Sentinel?
Mobile unit of the Warren Sentinel, designed as a personal escort of the child of the house and a means of communicating with the rogue trader's subjects. Mobile unit standing by. Middle and upper decks. Assuming the probability of safe placement in areas of concentration of armed units, calculating. To prevent unauthorized units from breaching the warrant chamber, preemptive sealing must be initiated. The mobile unit will start executing the received order immediately after the safety of the warrant is secured.
As the game story unfolds, you'll see notifications at the top of the screen. Journal entries keep track. Okay, yep, sure. Yeah, the dude is in here. Oops, my servo skull didn't get out. Oh, shit.
Run, fools, or fall!
Who's this dude? I want his weapon. He just dismembered that guy. There you go. There's your violence. Oh, it's
Master.
Abelard.
What? Whatever are you doing in the warrant chamber? How did you... Throne preserve me. What is the meaning of this?
Seneschal Abelard Wasserian has lost some of his former polish. His forehead is sweating, and one of the sleeves of his coat is torn and soaked through with blood. Nonetheless, despite his heavy breathing, he stands firm and his gaze is demanding, albeit somewhat surprised. He surveys the carnage around him, his brow furrows, and he places a hand on his weapon. Throne, preserve me. What is the meaning of this? An arcane cybernetic artifact that encases the God Emperor's physical remains entire and preserves them using the stasis fields and psi fusion reactors. Though he can no longer lead his armies to battle himself, the Emperor still protects his people, watching over and guiding humanity from his golden throne on Terra. Yep, we read that already. Kunrad Voitvir is a traitor. When we parted ways on the officer's deck, he stunned me somehow and brought me here.
What?
He intended to take revenge on Theodora for something, and trying to reach the warrant was somehow part of that plan.
Oh, holy God, Emperor! I presume he is the one responsible for the mutiny. And, Master, I wish to remind you that you are to refer to the Lord Captain as Lady Theodora.
Voitvir openly admitted that he is the mastermind behind the mutiny.
Saints' blood! And it is small wonder that the heretics are so well organized. I thought his order to seal the passages between decks was his attempt to stop the attackers from spreading to other levels. But now I see the real reason. It was to stop the enforcers from intervening. At least you are alive, and now safe, Master. Alas, I doubt we can afford to look for a compartment to sit out this disaster. You're in a bad way. I can treat your wounds. I have a Medicaid kit.
Oh, shivers.
And, for the love of the throne, now is not a good time to be walking around the decks without means of self-defense.
Yeah, I know.
Here.
Thank you. He gave me a sniper rifle, an armored body glove, and a medikit. You could have given me that before you sent me down with this psychopath. Treating injury while fighting, your character can lose some of their wounds. Your character has suffered an injury after being attacked by Kunrad. This happens when the character receives damage. When a character initially suffers from an injury, it's called a French Medicare. Use medkits to restore wounds. Okay. Alright. Equip the sniper rifle. Nice. Wow. That's better than the pistol that I had before. Oh, I didn't... Where did my gun go? Armored body glove? Okay. Can't be equipped by this character. How do I use it? How did it... How... Shivers. How do I treat my wound again? I probably should have read it then. Yes, I accept.
What advice do you seek?
Oh, he's got it. F1.
I'll make sure to return the favor.
That is a noticeable improvement. Now you're prepared for the trials ahead. The lower decks are teeming with heretics instigating the rabble to revolt. But that is the least of our problems. The ship's enforcers are rounding up the scoundrels and suppressing the resistance. The situation on the middle decks is much worse, although strike teams have already been dispatched there. All communication with the bridge and the engineering bay was lost. So, apart from scattered voxcasts, we have no information to go on.
Cool.
But that is not the worst of it all. All these jolts and shaking are most alarming. These are signs that the navigator and the master helmsman are having difficulty translating the ship out of the warp and into real space. I fear that they may have already lost control. We must reach the navigator's sanctum and get a handle on the situation. If we can manage that, some aboard this vessel may yet survive.
What has gone wrong with the translation?
I am no helmsman. Oh, God Emperor preserve me, navigator. However, I've spent my entire life aboard void ships equipped with warp drives, and I know that portents such as these do not bode well. It could be that the Gellerfield has faltered. Perhaps the navigator was struck down by warp corruption and is fighting for the last shreds of his humanity as we speak. If we get thrown off course, we will be forever lost in the warp. Naturally, we would likely not have long to live in that scenario. But I will not resign myself to such an outcome just yet.
How did you find me?
You sent me a Vox message. Specifically, a Voxcast on the officer's frequency, which I had the good fortune to receive. You mean to say you did no such thing?
I think the Warrant Sentinel may have sent that message. It appeared when I opened the chamber.
Warrant Sentinel? The Lord Captain barely ever ventures down to the chamber, and I was at her side only once or twice when she did. And I did not see anything of the sort. The Warrant Chamber is an ancient and rather sacred mechanism that the ship's tech priests treat with the utmost reverence. I assume that whatever it is that you did, you must have activated certain processes and caused the Sentinel to awaken. But then, why did none of it happen when Lady Theodora did the same?
I heard one of Theodora's Voxcasts.
Lady Theodora's. Which one? The last one I received was about the Navigator's Sanctum, and that was a good while ago. In any case, let us hope that the Lord Captain is well, and safely in charge of the ship's defense. In the meantime, we must do all we can to prevent the ship from veering off course.
What can we expect to find in the Navigator's Sanctum?
During warp transit, the Sanctum is closed to all who are not involved in traversing the Empyrean. And for good reason. For the Navigator to open their third eye and perceive the way, the Sanctum must be bathed in the energies of the Immaterium. Only a Navigator can withstand such an ordeal. For the rest of us, any contact with the warp is fraught with perils such as loss of sanity, spontaneous mutations, and death. Absolutely. Let us proceed.
To arms, loyal sons and daughters of the God Emperor! Fight the heresy and corruption that threatens to consume our home, and with all your might, destroy those who have dared!
The Lord Captain is calling her crew to battle, which means the Vox networks are set up for broadcast transmission, not message exchange. Splendid. While the rogue trader inspires proper resolve to fight in her subjects, you and I shall prove that her trust in us is well deserved. Onward.
Yeah, great. Are you going to stab me in the back too? Oh, shivers. Who's this now? Combat begins with the tactical phase, during which characters cannot attack or take other actions, but may try to take up advantageous positions. Select the character. Okay. Well, what? There's no advantageous positions here. This spot? It doesn't look like I'm... And I can't get to here, can I? No. Alright, let's go. And I've got a sniper. Does that mean I can hit one person?
Death to the weak.
Cutthroat, cutthroat, cutthroat. The combat abilities of each character differ depending on their archetype. Abilities... I think he was a fighter, right? Dead-eye shot. 12 to 16, 15%. 12, 16, 15%. Precisely aimed shot with a plus 50% bonus to the effective range of the weapon. Well, I can hit everyone, so do I really need that? I'll just shoot this dude who's coming at me. Oh, I did. I just shot two of them. Nice. Okay. Well, I didn't mean to do that. How do I switch? Oh, you can't switch. You just end your turn.
Chaos guides me. I serve the ruinous powers.
Oi, 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 oi. Ouch, that hurt. Your new companion is a warrior. Charge is a unique warrior ability that works only when they're using melee weapons and is not considered an attack action. Okay, this character is using a melee weapon. Melee attacks require... Unlike single shots, melee attacks automatically hit with no need to roll. Melee weapons... Okay, cool. So I want to charge to this guy, can I? Oh, fuck. And cleave. Man, I put him in a really stupid position. Okay. Now, miss. Oh. Okay, so now move to... Oh, no way I can get three of them. Why? I'm out of points. Fuck. Was it? Is that why? Okay, I'll reload. Ouch. Ouch. How come you got two attacks on me?
Out of my way.
Ow. Why can't you move after attacking? That's bullshit. Why is it unavailable? I don't understand. An attack of opportunity. Fuck. Oh, because I was engaged. Damn. Let's shoot this dude because he's going to kill me. Oh, he lost his legs. Violent.
Chaos guides me.
Oh, we were lined up. Gotcha. Gotta not be lined up. But he's going to be mutilated. Oh, shivers, that didn't kill him.
That's not the Seneschal's job.
Boom. Oh, we went up a level. Dun, da, da, da. How do I do that? I suppose that tutorial just told me. I don't know how to level up. I've never been good at leveling up in these games. Character. Oh, shivers. There's too much to do. Operative archetype. Analyze enemies. Choose skill. No. Law. Logic. This skill is affected by the intelligence characteristic. Oh, I've got 35 intelligence. Is this a D100 game? It makes a character's rational arguments more convincing and allows them to notice any logical inconsistencies in other people's words. It also it helps the operator to operate cogitators. May give access to new dialogue options. I probably like that one the most. It represents knowledge of alien species, can also be used to disable traps of Xenos. Medicaid, no. Awareness. Tech use. I'm gonna do logic. Alright. Oh, and that's all you put up? At level 16 I get to choose Assassin, Bounty Hunter or Grand Strategist. Okay, sure. I want him to do athletics. Coercion. Athletics. Okay, I don't understand the leveling up in this game. Oh, loot. Collect all. Shivers, I didn't even look at it. Wasn't there another one? Oh. Maybe I got both at the same time. Nothing in there. Oh, I don't know why I'm using the middle mouse. It's much better with the... Okay, I don't have to select my party. Let's go to the Navigator Sanctum.
I hear it. Here, on the threshold of the blinded guide, doom comes from the heavens.
Master, watch your head. Idira, would it be too much to ask that you phrase your soothsayings plainly for once? That was too close.
Sorry, old man. Their voices are so loud I can't even hear myself. They shriek, they sing, they... Oh, Abela, how they sing.
This is Idira Tlas, personal psyker and diviner of Her Ladyship Theodora von Valancius. Idira?
I'm not drunk, old man. I'm suffering the effects of the warp that is seeping through these walls. I see the ship's fate. To die in the waves of the immaterium, fall under the burning rays of the final dawn. And in the roaring blaze, I see a figure standing. Who is it? I have no answer.
The entity in your consciousness shrinks and crawls deeper, its claws scraping against the walls of your mind as if the presence is trying to hide from the seer standing before you. A diviner, are you?
The voices from beyond the threshold whisper to me. Sometimes their murmurs are clear, they grant insight. Sometimes they drive me mad. But I am patient. I know how to listen and discern. But now, with this clamor around me, too many voices, too loud. And you are von Valancius, one of Lady Theodora's heirs. Well then, we finally meet.
Officer's frequency. To all who can hear me, those with a weapon in their hands are to gather on the officer's deck at once. I repeat, gather on the officer's deck at once and prepare to launch a counterattack.
That's Ethelthrat. Oh, Emperor's Providence. The other heir lives as well. Quickly, we must head to...
Not so fast, old man. If we drown in the warp, Lady Theodora's heirs won't be any good to us. If Ethelthrat's like me and hasn't yet surrendered his mind or body to the mercy of the warp, then he can still hold on a little longer without us.
Blast it. You're right. First, we need to deal with what is happening here.
This guy sounds like the voice actor who was in Neverwinter. The boss of Neverwinter.
What? You think Lady Theodora didn't ask me to peek into the darkness behind the backs of those she sees as her prospective heirs? I have seen you. I have seen the footsteps of your past and the wounds of your heart.
You flinch at the seer's words. No doubt she is referring to the nightmares the torture has inflicted upon your body and mind. Your muscles contract involuntarily, as if steeling themselves once more for the inevitable pain. What are you doing here?
The whispers called me. The ones I could make out among all the screams and screeches. Those who are rocking this boat hit us where it hurt. They went after the navigator, our guide through the warp. Other whispers called me to the engineerium, but it was too late. I heard the cry of our master Cog, and the silence that followed.
What? You don't mean the Enginseer Prime is...
Said, without a doubt. And the voices wail, heralding countless nightmares, cackling at each soul among the hundreds that are now joining the warp. The shriek from the navigator's sanctum was louder than the rest. And it's better that we saved the navigator than some lever puller from a cooling module or a cook from the middle decks. Oh no. No. Nothing is well about him. Can't you feel the chill crawling on your skin? The eyes watching you? The warp ice has already encased the bulkheads. What follows is calamity.
Oh, she's nuts.
But we're not just going to stand here and take it, are we? The state of things in here suggests there's a navigator around. Maybe one who's crippled or at death's door, but still kicking. And since our skin hasn't peeled off our faces just yet, his third eye must be closed. At worst, it's a little roughed up. So what are we moping around for? Let's go protect that noble mutant while we're still alive.
Adira's joined your party. Protect the navigator. Oh, what's this? A fallen piece of debris that almost proved fatal to you. Without Adira's prediction, you would have remained in this corridor forever. I didn't even understand what she was saying. The door does not budge. Clots of viscous flesh have entangled the metal, sealing the door shut. Okay. Psychic shriek. Lightning arc. What's this? Strike. One friendly creature. The sucker increases the target's dodge and parry. Yeah. What?
Something ominous lurks ahead. Not this Scryer's job. That is not my destiny.
Alright, what's up this end? Nothing. I have reached impasse. Oh, I do have to select my party. Holy shit, it's this door. Oh my goodness. No. Adira can go here. And Darius can go here. And Abelard stand out in the middle. Okay.
Out of my way!
Oh, my ears are ringing.
Death to non-believers!
So this is me. Can I get to here? No. Maybe there. Yep. Oh yeah. Okay, now Abelard can take care of this dude. And now Adira.
Bring ruin.
Missed. Adira is a psyker and an operative. Analyze enemies is an operative ability. Expose weakness is an operative ability. Adira is armed with special staff that allows Psycho to unleash psychic powers. In the future, you will encounter staves that only Psycho versed in certain discipline can use. Okie dokie, she's gonna go after this dude. But he's out of range. What if she comes to here?
I know what is to come.
Please tell me I can move again. Yes, okay. Is he still out of range? No.
Will do.
And move back here. Oh, you can't move after you've attacked, so crap.
Hold on!
What was that? Oh, he just gave me misfortune. Wait, move first. Because if I can, then I can shoot these assholes. Headshot. Vespiadus. The creature in the chair appears as if it has become one with its throne. You see pink parchment-like skin stretched between the seat and the limbs that have too many joints for a normal human being. The navigator is breathing heavily, the air whistling as it exits through the two dark gill-like slits on its cheeks. The creature's eyes are shut, the two ordinary eyes as well as the third one that sits in the center of its forehead.
I believe Master Vespiadus still lives. Well, the servants are dead, but the chamber, thank the Emperor, is still sealed from the warp. Well, we have a chance of leaving this place alive.
Your time is short.
The navigator stares, barely able to lift his head and half open his normal eyes. A dark drop rolls from under the closed lid of the third eye and down his face, leaving behind a black trail. The voice is coming from the Vox grill at the base of the bizarre chair. It is unclear how the navigator is able to produce human speech. You're in need of help. We have to get you out of that chair.
Fall to your knees, mortals, and behold the final dawn.
Suddenly, the navigator's body starts thrashing in place. It lurches forward, then falls back onto the seat, then thrusts forward again as its bones crack and its skin tears open. However, the fusion between the body and the chair appears to be stronger than these wild impetuses. The mutant remains seated but leans as far forward as he can, his layered raiment slowly turning crimson. The gill slits burst open, forming two hideous screaming mouth-like pits.
Ah! It came from beyond! His body is not his!
Eudira's scream is echoed by the silent cries in your head. The unseen creature triumphs at the sight of the navigator succumbing to the paroxysms of corruption.
Its march thunders under the burden of hopes. Unseal your hearts, and I will flood your souls with myriads of words and meanings, each one a portent of salvation within me.
The navigator continues to convulse violently in his seat, shrieking and cackling, but then his fit stops abruptly. His face is drenched in black and crimson. The dark ooze from under his third eyelid has turned from a trickle to a stream mixed with the blood coming out of his nose, and there is purplish swelling around the eye.
Run. Flee from this place while I still have the strength. I can contain the intrusion, but not for long. We must begin the translation. Leave the warp. But it can't be done without the Master Helmsman's help.
Who torments you?
The Edge. Kneel before the ascent of a new champion. When the rite is complete, this shell will burst, and thousands of Moors will accept the sacrifice offered to the edge of daybreak by the bringer of twilight, the one marked by the will of the gods.
Each word rings through your head like a tolling of a bell, as if countless voices have joined in, screaming in your ears. For a moment you lose your bearings. This unholy chorus must be trying to confound you with sounds not meant for this world. navigator is still alive, but barely so. What do we do
The ship
now?
can only begin the translation with the assistance of the Master Helmsman, if he is still alive. It is worth a try. We must get to the bridge, but we will need support. Our only option is to fight our way to the officer's deck and join forces with Edelthrad and his people. I believe we will also find Lady Theodora there. She must have heard the call to arms that the servo skull relayed to us earlier.
Vespaidas, good luck. And thank you.
The navigator does not give her a response. Black tears mixed with blood are streaming from under the closed eyelids, and the vox at the base of the chair is bellowing out static interspersed with distant echoes of otherworldly laughter. There we go, guys. By the right of blood. Wait, that's the entire quest line, isn't it? Talk to the navigator. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks for dropping in at the start, guys. Who did we have? Bum Fluff, Chubby Kim. Oh my goodness, I can't leave the window without that happening. Geo0018. I can if I alt tab. Akatsukis, thanks for dropping in at the start. I hope it wasn't too violent for you, Bum Fluff. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, subscribe, follow. Go to the YouTube channel if you want to have some interaction after the stream's over. I can respond to your comments over there. Otherwise, we'll catch you next time. We got some loot. Oh, shivers. There is some loot here. A sniper rifle. Oh no, I've got a sniper rifle. That's a scrappy auto gun. That is really crap. So I can put this in her inventory. Is this better? No, it's the same. And then collect everything else into him. Alright, thank you, and we'll catch you next time. Bye for now.